Oh my God, dude.
I'm not actually.
Why?
I'm not.
We're on stage, man.
Why
I'm
are
not
you
actually
doing that?
taking my picture. I was just
All
reading
right.
something.
So we are officially live at the moment, and then we're going to get started in about 5 minutes.
Great. Love that.
Okay, yeah, it is live. Great.
Yeah, it is. I
it
know.
working?
One time we were like, is this live? And we're like, oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna. Okay, everyone smile because I'm gonna take a screenshot and upload it as a custom thumbnail. Great.
What did Jess do? Nothing? You did nothing.
Connor, it's great to meet, by the way.
Yes, likewise. I think Chris at Ridge here is a big fan of all your content. We all are, but him in particular has been a long time follower.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. That's awesome. Thank you.
What's Chris do?
Chris is our performance creative manager.
How big
What
a
does
team
he
you got
think
over there?
What does he think of the rest of us and our show, this show that we're on right now?
Oh, everybody is super excited to hear that that Adtopsy.
Yeah, but just Dara. I get it. Okay, that's fine.
But Dara's
I
really
know
the star. I hate to break it. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Syed.
No.
Thanks for joining us. We're gonna get started in like 5 minutes. We're just, getting some things set up, and then we're gonna do another awesome episode of Adtopsy.
You'll know when Jess's voice gets really weird that the episode has begun. Trust me, you can't miss it.
It's crazy that this is broadcasting on LinkedIn again. Like on my, this is just wild. What a world that we can just broadcast.
What a world. What a world.
Love it.
All right.
So the guests, I'm just testing if you can hear this. Can you hear this?
No.
Okay.
No. Wait, I'm going to refresh. Should I refresh?
No.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
I need a better camera. I'm looking at the live and like Jess's camera looks dope. And Dara's. Barry, yours is okay.
Yeah. Well, mine's a new MacBook here.
Mine looks bad.
Ooh, you got a new MacBook? Which one?
The M1 14-inch. Love it. It's killer.
Somebody
How is LA, Barry?
LA is great, except it's also terrible.
That's because you're a
Like,
New Yorker.
Yeah, I'm a New Yorker. So like I walked by like a restaurant and the hostess this morning, just like I wasn't going into this restaurant, but the hostess, like her face was just like this. And it just really bugged me. That alone just bugged me. How like fake welcoming she was trying to be to just like anyone approaching.
Her face
was just like
bugged you?
God. No. Yes. Like I can't do enough. It was like one of these. Like she is not excited to see me, but she's clearly pretending to be excited to like be the host. It's just not real. It was just fake. There's no one that's that happy about doing that for breakfast.
I love that somebody said that they've never seen Jess's hair before, because I've been working with Jess for 1 year.
That was Chase.
Yeah, I've been working with Jess for 1 year of my life, and there's like new shit I learn about him like every single day. It's so weird. I think for the first 6 months, I did not know he even had hair under his hat. Like I didn't even know. And then he pulled it off and it was like long, and I was like, what's happening?
I have
this is wild.
I have a cowlick disability. I actually have a placard that I put on my car.
He's a handicap.
Okay.
So it takes me a while to get ready. Can anyone hear this audio?
Product, it comes with a price tag.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like you want Jess? Should I refresh to test that?
Nope.
Okay.
We've got 35 seconds there.
Yeah, we haven't gotten this audio yet, so.
Right.
And the test is audio dependent, so.
Right. So we will be able to hear it. We just need to switch into this other sort of dynamic scene, which is, and the switch over, it's going to be a little janky. So just be prepared for that, but it'll work.
Well, this is great.
Okay, 1 minute.
Is my audio okay?
T-minus 1 minute.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
MacBook.
Very.
I didn't bring a mic with me.
T-minus 50 seconds.
I thought about it, but I was like, that's dumb.
Oh, here's the
Are
second
you
one.
still in LA? Or are you back in New York?
Oh, I'm in LA. Shout out
T-minus 40
Industrious,
seconds.
where I have an office. Like, I have access to any Industrious space in the world. So, like, literally,
T-minus 30
I'm in my
seconds.
hotel room like 40 minutes ago, and I was on a call, and the video was terrible, and I was like, oh no, like, I can't go live from here. And I was like
T-minus
scrambling to
20
find like,
seconds.
what's the nearest Industrious, and like, can I get there in traffic? And I like zoomed over here.
All right, Bear,
barely-
we got 10 seconds, so I'm going to cut you off.
10,
As I
8,
say your name, I'm cueing
7,
you. You're going to be like
6,
sort of featured on
5,
camera, so just
4,
say
3,
hi or something.
2,
Cool.
1.
All right, Nicole,
Zero.
get that music started.
Oh, that's a requirement.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Adtopsy Live. We have a pretty crazy, ridiculous show going on today. It's starring myself, Jess Bachman, as Man with Haircut. Also starring Barry Hot as the Make Ugly Ads Guy. Starring Aaron Elliott as the Living Laugh Track. We also have Dara Denney as the Mr. Beast of DDC YouTube. Welcome.
I love that. Thank you.
Special guest is Connor MacDonald, CMO of DDC Twitter's favorite wallet brand. Welcome, Connor.
Wow. High praise.
This is produced live by Nicole Valadares, also known as the Wig Slayer. And so, starting the show, this is going to be, we have a lot of segments going on. We're going to do the Adtopsy Challenge, where Connor has brought a couple of Ridge Wallet ads, and we're going to try and see which one is a top performer. And then we have a segment called Market Share Means Caring, where we look at some competitors' ads, competitor wallet ads, and see if we can improve them to make them better. Then we also have a segment called Yo DTC Raps, where we all going to take turns freestyling while the chat gives us prompts.
Please don't. I don't want to do that.
It's going to be a great time.
Oh, sorry, my internet just started.
I think
going
I'm going to be sick at that time.
And then we have a segment called Come Create With Me, where I found a guy on Twitter who was like, I'm new to ads. I don't know what I'm doing. He put up a static ad. And so I'm going to go into Photoshop, and I'm going to be like your hands and figures, and we're going to try and create a solid static ad for him.
Oh, I love this segment.
Fun.
And if there's time at the end, we can do sort of shit chat says. So I am going to share my screen, and we're just going to get started. If you have any, in the chat, if you have any like comments or anything, just shout them out. Just get them in there. Okay, can y'all see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So we'll get into the Adtopsy Challenge. Nicole, do you want to get that in there? That's something.
That is something.
That is something.
So this time, this new season, we're keeping track. We're keeping people honest on the season standings. Dara, excited to get you on here, but we're 2 challenges in there, and Aaron, you have some work to do.
Okay,
It looks like.
well, that's fine.
Wait, so I am clean.
You're
that
clean.
0% is just
Yes.
meaning that I'm new. Okay.
That's right.
Just-
Because I
I'm
recall
gonna
last time
insist
I was
that
here, I
we're-
lost. So
Yeah, I'm gonna insist that we score on like a Premier League standings format where so it counts the number of like matches that you're in, because you need to get points. because like it looks like you're winning on win percent, but you only have entered one. You're only 1 for 1, so you didn't enter one of those battles.
Right.
Point system.
You'll have to take that up with the league commissioner, though. So we'll see.
Okay, got it.
So Connor, why don't you introduce yourself to anyone who doesn't know who you are?
Yeah, cool. So I'm the CMO here at Ridge. I've been here the past 5 years. We're predominantly known for our wallet product, the Ridge wallet. It's a slim RFID blocking metal wallet. We've sold a couple million of them at this point. But now we're much more than wallets. We've got wedding bands, we've got watches, we've got key organizer, all sorts of stuff. Just Ridge at the end of the day is a premium men's accessories brand, and I run all the marketing for that.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. And just quickly,
you want me to tee up what this test was? I can give a little bit more context.
Yep. We might need to switch into like another format if you guys cannot hear this.
I can hear it.
So you still
Wow.
Audio works.
what's happening?
Perfect.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, Connor. So cue up what this test is.
Right, cool. So it's called, the test is, the concept is called hesitations. We're testing between voiceover and no voiceover. I wanted to tell like the idea of the hesitation concept because it's kind of interesting. We sell like a relatively premium wallet at, $100 to $150 is where most of our products sit. The wallet market's been super weird. Most people have never really spent any money on a wallet, yet some people have spent like $300, $400 on luxury wallets. So a lot of our marketing involves like, I always think we're like earning attention early on. So we're trying to be entertaining and engaging or funny or whatever else. And then there's like a really important piece where we're trying to de-risk the purchase, justify the price point, talk about the features and things like that. And that's really what we were trying to do with this ad. And like I said, the only difference is just in the voice and no voiceover.
Okay. Well, that's actually not the only difference, but let's take a look at this first one here.
So you still haven't bought the Ridge wallet? Let me guess, do you think it's too expensive?
If you want a high-quality product, it comes with a price tag. The Ridge invented this design using premium materials that will last you a lifetime. You also may be wondering just how it works. The wallet just expands to hold up to 12 cards. They just slide right in. And then on the back, there's a cash strap to put all your money, or you can change it with a money clip.
You have 45 days to see if you really like it. And if you don't, they have free returns. Don't just take my word for it. Take the 50,000 plus 5-star reviews.
Go try yours at ridge.com.
Oh, okay. Assuming that's the voiceover one.
Correct.
All right. And here is the second one. Okay. So a few extra shots, given that there's no voiceover.
Right.
Has everyone decided on what they think is going to be the winner?
Yes.
Can I watch this? Can we watch like second 3 to 6 again on the first one?
Yep.
So you still haven't bought the Ridge wallet? Let me guess, do you think it's too expensive?
If you want a high-quality product, it
Okay, and then the first 6 seconds of the other one again.
These are very different ads. I mean, technically.
They are.
Right.
This is a hard one.
Okay.
This is a good.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
Okay. So also in the chat, if you feel like you know which one it is,
I see a lot of chat people saying add 2.
I know. I kind of love that they're chatting so that I can just look like that was my answer from the beginning. No, it actually was, but it was helpful.
All right. So for our guests, I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to put up at 1 finger if you think add 1 is the winner, or 2 fingers if you think add 2 is the winner. Okay.
I'm not ready. Okay.
This goes on your permanent record, Dara. So
I know. Lots riding on this.
Oh, now people are saying 1. Oh, they're switching. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
lots of
Interesting.
1.
Ready?
Oh,
People
no,
said they
people.
liked 2, but now
Yeah.
people are saying 1. This is
Okay.
Ooh, had 2, had 1.
1, 2, 3.
Ah.
Okay, so
Oh,
me,
boy.
Dara, and Barry chose the one with voiceover, and Aaron chose the second one.
Aaron 0 for 0.
Damn it. Actually, I have a qualifying question. This was run on Facebook and Instagram, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get to the winner, I guess Dara or Barry, why do you think the voiceover one was the better performer?
You go, Dara.
Okay, so I think the girl that comes in on second 3 is personally annoying, but I think that your target demo would watch longer. I just think the second frame that shows up on the second ad isn't as engaging, and it's a little dark. It's not really bright, and I think it kind of takes too long to get to the point, even though I think I like this ad a little better. Like, why is it expensive? Why? Tell me sooner. That's what I'm thinking in this part of the ad. Tell me sooner. Tell me way sooner. So that's my POV.
Yeah, for me,
Barry?
for me, I definitely think the attractive female aspect is a big one. But that what she says is really important. You think it's too expensive. It's really good. I mean, both are playing with that line, right? Like both are playing with that kind of concept of like the premium price being a feature and a benefit, which is brilliant. I love that. But yeah, I don't know. Like it also does like there is a bit of this that is like not ugly enough for me. Like it's lit too cleanly and like it's she's like her hair is done too nicely. I kind of want something more authentic, but
It's the ring light in the eyes for me, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just too like that's what bothers me a little bit. But I do think this is probably the winner.
Yeah, I'll say I like the woman in here. I like that it's a woman and not a guy because for guys, there's an extra element of shame where it's like, you can't afford this. Like how dare you? Like whatever. Are you like some poor boy or something? In general, I'd say I always prefer VO if you can fit it in there naturally. And I also like how these guys have microphones, so it feels like they are influencers or something like that. It's just a little bit different.
Totally.
The one thing I didn't like about this one is they mentioned Amazon. Like, why not the $20 knockoffs on Amazon? And I don't know if it's, for me, I'd be a little scared to even put Amazon into people's brains if they're looking for a wallet. I did go to Amazon, and it's truly like, it's like $100 versus $25 for the knockoff. And that's a huge gap for an ad to convince. Like, you have to do serious convincing for, a cheapskate like me to get something like that. Aaron, why did you like the second one?
I just felt like it was more authentic. Like the first one, it's like all the things that you guys said. It's like the woman is so dolled up, and the people who are talking have microphones, which was a turnoff to me. I'm like, why do these guys have microphones? Like, who are these people?
Right.
So for me, it was just like more authentic.
Who are these people?
And I felt like it, but I see what your points are. Like, it feels like it should have maybe made those points sooner in the second one to get your attention. And it just, I mean, honestly, it makes me sad that it's like the girl gets, like, it's the reality of marketing, which sucks, but it's like, that's too bad.
Okay, Connor, so why don't you reveal which ad is the winning ad?
The winning ad was number 2.
God damn it.
I redeemed myself.
I knew it.
Surprisingly split decision.
So the easy part is identifying the winning ad. The hardest part is always identifying why. Connor, do you have any thought? Like, well, first of all, can you qualify what winning means? Like, how much spend or what's the difference here?
Yeah, so each of these, so we've spent quite a bit on ad 2 at this point. We've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on ad 2, or in the 6 figures. The initial test was done with like 10K on each. We were really looking at return on ad spend. We saw better retention metrics, so stronger hold rate on ad number 2, and better conversion rate as well. I think based on like my experience running wallet ads, it's like because it's not voiceover focused, and we essentially had to splice in more B-roll and like be more product focused. I think we got more information across about the product. We highlighted more colors and styles and things like that. That was our internal hypothesis as to why this one performed better. So yeah, that's how we rationalize the difference in performance.
Question. Sorry,
yes.
I heard you say ROAS and whatever. Which one got more spend? Just to be clear.
Well, we got the same amount of spend for when we
got it.
Compared them,
you actually clean A/B tested it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we don't A/B test it like with the Facebook A/B testing tool. We ran them alongside one another, broad audiences, and then measure them there. So they ran at the same period. I'd also say, you guys brought this up, like it's not. Yeah, we tested them at the same time with the same amount of spend to then measure these retention statistics and the rows and things like that. But to all your guys' points, like there's a ton of variables between the two. Ultimately, the concept is trying to de-risk and like address some of these hesitations. The way we got to this actually was we went through Facebook ad comments and talked about what people typically bring up. Which is how we get to like the knockoff piece and the price piece and the warranty and things like that, and trying to address some of those concerns. So that anyway, and then the B-roll focused non-voiceover ad was the winner for months following.
Nice.
I wonder if it's less, the difference is less the voiceover, because in terms of performance, whatever is earlier in the ad has a bigger impact on performance. And so the biggest difference is really this woman. I'd say like she is a bigger difference than like voiceover or non-voiceover. I wonder if did this one like fail or did it not do as well?
No, they were actually super comparable. It was, I have it here. I mean, we saw a 20% stronger ROAS on the non-voiceover. And then that, along with stronger hold rates, just like earning attention at a higher rate, made it the clear winner in our minds.
I wonder if this ad would do well if you just took this girl out. Because I
mean, it's super valid. I think that's a great point. We've had a lot of winning ads with her as well. I think she's a fantastic creator. Her and then the other guy, Ben, are both, they're both, we call it our creator team. They're both like, they're not, we call it UGC internally, but it's really not. It's like lower budget, like creator content.
Yeah.
And we end up using, we've worked with them each for over a year now. So I don't think it's like like I said, we've seen the Billy is her name win on a number of ads. So I don't know.
Does she go negative in a lot of other ads? Like,
no.
Does she have the negative sentiment like she does here?
No. This is like the whole hesitations concept is like really the only time we ever approach it negatively. What she does, like her content is like advice based. So it's like a little, I wouldn't say negative necessarily, but prescriptive, or she like kind of like, she's got a really interesting perspective on things. Like we launched watches and she had a really interesting take on what watches mean for a man and whatever else. And I think it's a really interesting perspective that we like to layer in alongside all our other content.
Interesting, because it's always a challenge, because I like her because she's really harping. She's like making me feel bad about being poor or cheap or something, which might be the goal, but she's also making me feel bad, which is not something you want to linger as well.
Totally, and that's why I thought that for us, like the difference in hold rate was like the big one, where it's like, okay, people aren't sticking around to be made to feel guilty, right? Or anything like that. It's much easier to earn that attention when you just have like a cool little music and they can read the text and there's no implications on top of that.
I would want to run that. I'd want to recreate this with a different creator or the same creator in a different setting or different creators. Like because to me, there's a lot in that there's a lot of impact in that kind of, in that phrasing. I'd want to play with that a lot more. To me, like, I'm just trying to think like what, like someone might have said this already. Like, I just don't think seeing her in that setting is like something I would be expecting, like your consumer would be expecting to see on Facebook or Instagram. Like
maybe she was walking down the street or like at the mall or something, like the sitting down, like in her, like in
more
front of her
clearly selfieing,
painting.
Yeah,
like
that's what I think. Yeah, there's something there about the setting that just seems like this isn't what I or a Ridge potential consumer would be looking for in that, just that visual frame, where she is, how she's lit, and her background. That's like what I think about in terms of like hold rate too.
Well, her setting matches the feeling. Like I feel like disappointed. It looked like she might be in like a bedroom or something. So it's probably just surfacing some trauma there. Who knows?
Pointing in the bedroom trauma, Jess. You want to talk about it?
Nope. Any other thoughts on either of these two ads, guys?
No. Let's go to the next one.
Okay. So I just want to talk about our sponsor, Triple Whale. I'm not going to go into the product, but I do want to talk about the Whaleys, which is a thing that they're sort of putting on now. It's like this awards show, mastermind, yada, yada, yada. And there's a bunch of presenters. I don't know who any of these guys are, but here we have an Adtopsy guest right here. Here's another Adtopsy guest. And then, I don't know, a couple other no-name people as well. But, here's another Adtopsy guest. I mean, they're harvesting our guest list. It's clearly what's going on here. But the reason why I think these are important is not for like, I'm sure the masterminds are good and you'll see interesting stuff, but it's really about like meeting people, like people you see on Twitter, face to face, having those interactions. Dara and I met at the last one we did, had a good time.
Heck yeah.
And Barry, didn't you just go to something like this like yesterday or something?
Yes, I did. I will be at the Whaleys, so I don't know why my photo isn't on that wall, and I'm gonna have to talk to someone.
Are you speaking at the Whaleys?
I believe I am.
Maybe you're not anymore. I don't know.
Maybe I've been axed. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk to Alexa about that one.
Oh gosh.
Well, it's I think it's $500, which is good for the experience, and they feed you well as well. So, and you can probably find some discounts if you like DM certain people as well. So now we're going to move into a new segment called Market Share Means Sharing, and we have 3 competitors. Connor, do you recognize any of these?
I do recognize these names.
Okay. So it was not hard to find competitors of Ridge Wallet. Any popular product has them. But in the interest of, good karma, and you are obviously a wallet expert, and it's, a rising tide lifts all boats. So why don't we look at some of these ads, and anyone can comment on how they can be sort of improved. You guys ready?
I live for Jess's metaphors. Yes, we're ready.
Okay, here we go. That was something. I'll play it again without the music, but anyone have any?
I hate these shots of the casino stuff.
I know, it's so bad.
It's casino and then like this claw grabber game.
like at an arcade. Like what is happening right now?
I'm confused. I was really confused too by the app, like the sequence with the Apple logo at first. I was like, what is this?
Oh yeah, that must be the AirTag, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't like this ad or as much as I don't like the customer they're going after.
Right.
Well, I think one issue is first, it's Canadian money, which immediately it's just a different country. Well, if I'm a U.S. consumer, I kind of want to see dollar bills or $20 bills. It feels like it just puts something in my mind that's like, oh, is this only available in Canada?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
I do like they attempted to do something kind of like cool, but they lose track of it, and then they go into like the claw game. Like this is not poker. There's a huge difference between like blackjack and and going for a Superman stuffy. So I feel like they lost all the coolness that they sort of built up here.
And where do you guys think, like, what do you think the placement was? Are they running this on? They must be running it on YouTube. I don't think there's like.
No, this is pulled right out of the Facebook ads library.
Right. Yeah. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't think this is sort of content somebody's really consuming on an Instagram.
The storyline of this ad is literally someone went out to go play poker, got drunk, lost, and then had to take the train home.
And in the middle stopped at the win a Superman doll.
Yeah, like, last chance, gotta get the Superman doll. Oh, fuck it, gotta take the train home. Like, lost all my money. And I lost my wallet, so thank God I can find it using this. And I can get in to the house now because I lost all my fucking money.
This is the greatest analysis ever. That is.
I think that Dara needs to do like riff tracks, but with ads.
Yeah,
like that's what she needs to do. Or Mystery Science Theater, right? It's the same thing. That's what you gotta do.
You may think that no one would like put that together and think that, but I absolutely do think subconsciously that's sort of what happens here.
Well, there's a lot of disconnect too. Like you said, it's like all of a sudden you're at the you're playing card games and you're like confused as to why you're getting a Superman doll. Like it just takes you out of it too. You're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. But first, I've made a huge mistake, and I forgot to cue Nicole with the new jingle for this segment.
Oh my God, we have a new jingle.
So roll it, Nicole.
Help out our competitors some.
An Adtopsy original jingle.
No, I think you need to like. Oh, did you get the whole thing?
Was that like the watermark?
Okay, here.
When there's no competition, there's no fun. So let's help out our competitors some.
An Adtopsy original jingle.
I really love that. Like, it was very soulful. It was very, had some good vibes. I'm into it.
Okay, so here's this next one. Esther. And Connor, are any of these bigger competitors or any of them? I'm sure you're the biggest, but are any of these like just total knockoffs or what?
Oh.
Is Connor frozen?
Connor's bowed out. He says, I can't talk about it.
I'm done with this show.
Also, that frame of his face, just done.
So good.
Connor, if you can still hear us from the other side, feel free to refresh your browser. Sometimes that works.
Let's watch this Esther wallet ad. I'm immediately curious. Oh, my word.
Whoa.
Extra produces leather smart wallets that are perfect for slim storage and quick card access.
Great for organizing your daily life and slimming down what you carry around with you every day. It is a beautiful premium leather wallet in a whole bunch of different colors.
It has this layered system right here. You can pick and see which card you want to use.
And what's really cool though is the solar tracker card that lets you quickly find your wallet using your smartphone.
Go check it out.
That was a lot.
I have thoughts.
Okay.
What is happening at the beginning? What is that?
What are your thoughts, Dara?
This is a wallet for people who like vaping. Like, it looks like a vape. And
It's true.
the people in the ad, like, I think they also vape.
Totally. I can see that. This would be an interesting thumb stop, but so if I analyze it, it looks like a burnt normal wallet.
I thought it was a TV. I thought it was a television.
Exactly. You don't know what it is, and it doesn't make sense because you can't really understand what it is. So it's not like this wallet's bad. It's someone's just having fun in their backyard.
What is the Sherlock Holmes wallet? I'm also confused about why a wallet would be named the Sherlock Holmes wallet. Like, what are you discovering? What mysteries await in your life? Nothing? Oh, right. You just have to figure out where your vape is.
Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah, so that's another issue where you put out the name of a product, but it's not explained at all. And so you just create this cognitive load that doesn't need to be there either.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening there that were just odd. Like, I feel like the people they use too are like all very, I don't know. I'm just confused by the different types of people they were using.
Is this guy the founder? Like, Aaron, to your point, yeah. Like, I wasn't sure if that guy sitting down in front of his TV was like the founder.
No,
or something.
He's not.
No, he's the vapor.
Connor, welcome back.
Yeah, can you hear?
Yes. Wait.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Oh, Connor. He ducked out at a good time because we were basically asking about the competition. So he just bowed out. It's.
So my biggest pet peeve of this ad is this clip, because you can tell that he's looking at like a script or a screen, and then his eyes go to the camera. So I'll play it, and it just feels super disingenuous.
I think that's what they call ad cancer, Jess.
Truly it is.
Definitely not a Betty White. That's all I gotta say.
But it is something that seems.
Those are callbacks to previous episodes. So everyone watching this, if you don't know what those mean, go and watch all of our previous episodes. Thanks.
Yeah, and subscribe and ring the bell.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
But it may seem minor, but what it does, it just makes me not believe this person is credible at all. They're just being paid to do it, or they don't give a shit, Yeah. Barry, any thoughts on this ad?
There's some ugly components of it that are good, ugly. Like I do like that the guy talking to camera is like low resolution seemingly and like bad lighting. Like I kind of like that. I also like that hook of like something on fire and bashing it. These aren't necessarily great, but those are like, if those are tactics you can use to like uglify an ad to get more attention. But I'm not sure they're great here.
Yeah.
But there's some elements of it that I like. I like where they're coming from. I like the kind of some of it, but a lot of this overall I'm not like super into. And also like I just don't care for it that much or how it's differentiated.
All right. We'll move on to this last one here. Hopefully we'll get Connor back at some point. Here we go.
Loved that. I really liked that a lot, actually.
Some text overlay could have really helped out here. Also, like, let's look at the cards he's pulling out. Okay, see Visa. What is that fucking like flower card? What is that flower card?
Yeah,
is that a tag from your mom? Like, is that like a a card like to your local like florist?
Your art gallery. Yeah. I don't know. I actually caught my eye though in the beginning because it reminded me of like a Rubik's Cube. Or, like I was like intrigued by the whole thing. I was like, what's happening?
It's a very fidgetable item.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like I'm solving a puzzle at first. I'm like, where are these cards coming out of and what's happening? And then they continue to kind of go into the benefits and the features, and the music just sort of helped. But I do agree with Dara that some text overlay would be helpful just to kind of hit those points home.
Ooh.
Like also where he set down the camera right there, like that's actually a really cool feature that I totally missed the first time around. And I would never go back and watch this because it's just like not that entertaining. Like I feel like
very entertaining.
Some text overlays could have really just like helped point out and like helped people digest. It's also all like pretty one frame. Like that zooms in a little bit. That's kind of cool. But
So Barry, clearly it's not ugly ads, and there's a lot of in these wallet ads that are not ugly ads either. So I'm curious if it's like there's a certain type of product that is minimal, that is sleek, that maybe does not lend itself to ugly ads, and maybe this is one of those categories. What do you think?
Look, ugly is in the eye of the beholder. There's a lot of this that is actually like fundamentally ugly compared. Look, ugly is a sliding scale. Right, compared to the most beautiful version of this, like the CMO of Ritual, right, would not allow, or Athletic Greens. I'll name drop every brand that would be too uptight about this. They would not approve this ad. They would not approve this ad. You know what I mean? Like Matt just called out in the comments.
Yeah,
the lighting's ugly.
Yeah,
the lighting's not perfect. It's not a hand model. It's not like shot at a perfect camera angle. So this is not a perfectly pretty. It is pretty. It's not like a hideous, ugly thing. But my point is like it has like ugly components to it that are just authentic. So it's it's all like a gradient of ugly. Like this to me is extremely ugly
on the scale of ugliness.
Yeah, if they were doing this in a really like premium studio, it would look different and feel different. So
would it look better?
Even it's not centered in the frame. It's not even centered in the frame. You know what I mean? Like it's not perfect. So
I think we need a segment of a sliding scale of ugly for Barry.
Yeah, we need an ugly rating. Yeah,
an ugly rating.
It would be really cool to like split test to the like shit that he has in the wallet. Like, let's get some premium like Amex Platinum cards in there. He has a $1 bill.
Brilliant.
That's showed like that, like a $1 bill in there with that $20. Get some bennies, like rich boy shit.
Yeah.
Like
we need $2 bills. I need
$2 bills. Like do
that's all I carry. I carry twos and hundreds. That's it. Everything else I throw away.
I love that. So I'm assuming we still have Frozen Connor on here.
Oh no, Connor. Oh, that's a good. I like. He's got like. It looks like he's
thinking.
He's thinking. He's really
thinking or picking. I don't know, but it's good. It's a good look.
In thought. So deep in thought.
Before we move on,
can I add something about this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Who wants that on their back of their phone? Like that's like insanity to like fit that in your pocket. What? I don't.
People are like, "That's ugly. I wouldn't buy it." So that's what the comments are saying. Nobody likes that one.
I don't know. I don't know. Also, I hate the idea of putting your wallet with your phone so that everything important to you can be stolen in one swoop.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
That's how I roll. So,
good. Let's tell the world that.
You're an easy target.
That's how that guy rolls with Phantom Wallet. Just you could steal this entire guy's house just by stealing his wallet.
Yeah.
My wallet, my phone, and my vape. I have to have them all together. So I'm curious from the chat if any of these ads would persuade you to get a different type of wallet than the Ridge wallet. Just let me know.
I think I'm going with the Ridge wallet. Although, you know what I think I'm actually going with? The Amazon $25 one that got the same reviews as the Ridge one.
Truly.
Sorry.
Oh man.
It's interesting. When I knew that Ridge had like serious market penetration is when my wife called me into the TV room to show some YouTuber was talking about a wallet, and she was like, "Oh, you should get this," because she's not in D2C Twitter or whatever or anything like that. So it's interesting when it just goes into entirely different spheres.
No, I think Ridge was good. I liked it.
Yeah, they're truly everywhere. So we have an experimental segment here called Come Create With Me. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this guy, David, on Twitter. He has this brand. It's called Rainier Watch, where he sells merchandise related to Mount Rainier and kind of like mountains in general. And it's like there's some cups and there's shirts, mostly in particular, and it's, for people in the Pacific Northwest, or if you climb that mountain or whatever. He's very active in D2C Twitter, but he says, working on some creative for paid ads, Mount Rainier watch. I've never really done anything like this. What you think? And so I thought, let's make a static ad live. And first of all, anyone want to critique this?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see the words. The readability is bad.
Why would you want something comfy when you're about to go climb a mountain, like the big manly man that you are?
I don't know. I think this is more like not performance wear. It's not like for mountains. It's like, I love mountains. I love Mount Rainier. I'm gonna rep.
Okay.
I'm gonna rep Pacific Northwest or something.
Oh, okay. So what does Mount Rainier watch? It's just like a t-shirt company, or what is it?
So I think Mount Rainier, sometimes it's like Mount Rainier is out, where it's like, I might be like too foggy or something. And so the shirt's like the mountain is out, which I guess is a common phrase.
So more of like like people who are really familiar with that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom climbed Mount Rainier, and I gave her this shirt in particular, and she loved it. So
okay.
But I would say about this text, I don't think anyone really cares about eco-friendly. I mean, that's not the driving motivation to click
No
through.
No one cares about sustainability. It is not a value prop.
Right.
Like, I've tested this over and over and over again. No one gives a shit about sustainability.
And
not really at scale. Yeah.
It also feels like comfort is like almost like a given, or should be a given. And if these are just like screen printed, I mean, it's not like there's not like a t-shirt maker. There's just like, there's someone just putting stuff on a t-shirt. So,
with the exception too of like Jambies, anytime I hear something saying like, oh, it's so comfortable, it's buttery smooth, I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking t-shirt. You're not putting like a burlap sap on.
Right.
I'm really feisty today. Sorry, guys.
I love it, Dara. I love it.
So I am going to share my Photoshop screen where we have this ad. And
hey, Connor's back. Hey, Connor.
Welcome.
Hey, guys.
Keith says he likes to see people's faces instead of the back of their heads in ads. I agree.
Wow.
With that. Keith
Connor
is
froze
correct.
again, but what an incredible frame of. Oh, he's back. Okay,
he's back.
Great frame of just Connor.
Connor, if there's anything you want to add, please do it in the next 3 seconds before you leave again. So here's what we'll do. Here's the ad here. It's sort of like a little mocked up. We have a bunch of different images if we want to choose some different ones, and I'll just sort of go through a few different ones here. If anyone feels like these would be better, I pulled these like right off his sort of Instagram here. We have this one. We have this guy,
I like
front
that one.
facing. We have this gal, mountains
Never
in the
gets
background.
old.
We have the original here. We have one that's a little bit more lifestyle-y, less shot.
Yeah.
On the trail, we have another woman.
Very
Here she is
90s. I like that shirt.
again.
I like that shirt too. I like that one.
And we have this
And him
guy.
too, yeah. I like that shirt also. I feel like it's an eye catcher.
The shirt.
Yeah.
Do we like the guy or the gal?
I think we like the girl more. Maybe the one of her in the woods.
Woods, yeah.
I'd crop these tighter. I'd crepe these tighter to see the shirt better.
So it's a t-shirt company. Because, right, I mean, it's hard to know when you have this. Like, is it sunglasses? Is it, I don't know.
It could be this shirt. This ad could be for like stain sticks. You could be like, oh, I got something on my
Okay, well,
well,
I mean, that's a stretch, Barry. But yeah, I mean.
In that pose, yeah, but not in this pose.
True.
It could be the joggers, though. Is this a Viore
She's picking
ad?
a wedgie right there.
Yeah.
Should we have the mountains in the background, though? So you get the, I don't know.
I don't think people really make that connection. No.
Do it like this a little bit.
Ooh. All right. I like that. And then like a little bit further in. Oh, I'm into it.
But by the way, what you just did there makes a huge difference. Like, I know this sounds so stupid, classic Barry, but the difference between what you had in here a second ago and then this one, they're completely going to perform differently in terms of how people pay attention and like do anything with this ad. That's a huge difference.
For sure.
Yep. So Dara, do you usually when you're doing static, do you have like text on there, or how do you is it just images? What do you prefer? Or
I mean, I have in the past split tested them more. I'd say I'd probably do a lot more text overlay. Like, I don't know, something that like just spitballing here. First idea, I'll throw the first stone is like for something like this, it could like even be like an arrow pointing to the mountain, be like, Rainier Watch or something. I don't know, like this t-shirt supports us watching a mountain. I don't fucking know. Oh god.
Jeff loves to use arrows to point things and stuff. Yeah, it's like his go-to.
I do.
Me too.
That's a thing, huh?
So, yeah, go ahead, Barry.
Just say, I like for something like this for apparel, the text overlay is not necessarily going to help or hurt, like just on its own. So it's it's like the quality of what you actually put in the copy that matters.
Exactly.
But something like this can work on its own without it. That's perfectly fine. I do want to call out, going back a second, what Keith mentioned in the comments here, and I'm not sure if he's joking a little bit or not, but what up, Keith? But he was talking about like how putting this shirt in a more urban environment, like you don't have to, like the trap that a lot of brands fall into is like, we have to show the product in this setting that is related to what our brand is. But like that sometimes doesn't resonate because like I'm not really a hiker, so like this isn't really my vibe, but like I might want that shirt anyway. So I don't know, like I would want to see other takes on that, just compared to a lot of all the natural stuff you have there. Just good to have that as a variant.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Barry, it's not like text or not text. It's really the content of the text. And I feel like in this area, we do have space to say something. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious, like, and some people might read this stuff up here, they might not, but they will at least subconsciously read whatever's in this blurb. So I'm curious, but like about this brand, if it's not eco-friendly, super comfy, what should we put there? What would we put there?
Brian said the mountain is out is the hook. Where is it in the ad? Maybe we write the mountain is out.
Yeah, but that doesn't, the problem with, sorry, I'll just shit on that immediately. I apologize. Like the problem with saying the mountain is out, right? As a phrase, putting that on the ad, like you're like, oh, that's the tagline. Like I'm not mocking you, I'm mocking the brand. Like that, no one watching who's looking at this ad understands or cares what that means. And it doesn't affect them. It doesn't impact them. It doesn't make them feel. So like that, putting the mountain is out is very like the worst thing you could do because it requires context. By the way, shout out Andrew Foxwell is watching, and he commented like going back a second ago, like how do they justify booking mountain getaways to shoot this kind of stuff?
They live there. They live there.
Really good point. Oh, they live there. Yeah, good point.
So I think thinking about this brand, what is most important here for the target audience, and I hope this is being served not like broad US, but like Pacific Northwest or something. Is that like he's a small business and it's like support small business, support or rep the Pacific Northwest or something. That feels like if I see this, that's would trigger me if I'm the target audience to click through. Less like the features of the product.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if it was only served to people in that area, they actually would know what the mountain is out means. Like that's what Brian commented. It's like hyper localized. People do like that's what they talk about there. No, so it depends. I guess it's like that really limits it. I think, but
what about something like
this?
Okay,
let me add this. That's fun. I would say like if you want it to be a wink at those people, like try and call out those people more and say like for the people who know what when the mountain is out means,
if
you know, you know.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Like getting it to be like more emotional, something you feel rather than just the mountain is out.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm trying to get it.
The feeling of being one of us. or like a collective
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is
that feeling of being known.
exclusive.
And the flip side of that, which is like, I don't know what that is.
I want to know.
Now I feel left out.
Right.
And now I want to know what that's about. And now it gets me to go to the About Us page maybe, or, the website to learn maybe. So that's a feeling. That's what I want to try. Like, support small biz. No one cares.
This may be like a really dumb question because I'm not a media buyer, but like, would you ever like run this ad to the About Us page where it talks about the mountain is out? Like, I know that's not typical and you wouldn't do that, but I don't know. Would you ever in any case do that?
I think
you could.
No.
I think you could. You could put stuff below the see more. You could put a little story or something about us below the see more.
Okay.
Not above it, because it's who wants to read a block of text. But if someone clicks see more, they want to know more, so give it to them.
And to Aaron, your point, like, that's the beauty of landing pages.
Yeah,
like,
right. Create a landing
I would
page.
say basically say no brand should ever send traffic to their About Us page,
Fair, yeah,
but
that
they
makes
can
sense.
make a landing page that is about us and then goes into selling.
Right,
So
selling that specific shirt too, or other shirts.
Like an overview style page.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you can do whatever you want on a landing page, right?
Right.
But
That's
like an
the
About
beauty
Us
of
page
that.
is, an About Us page is like typically the page with the least calls to action, the
Right.
least like actual stuff. But it's, or like not actual stuff, but least like selling.
Right.
So maybe not the best thing to drive to.
Right.
Would you ever put like reviews on? Because sometimes we put like a review on static or something like that. Do you guys do that?
Yeah. Love it. Be great. Absolutely.
I
Good
like
quote.
that, Jeff.
That's what I would want to do.
What about like graphic elements? Like if I like, cut her out a little bit and then put like a different color background where it's more like graphic design, or does that sort of take away from other elements? Or does that take away from the nativeness of it? Or is it already not native anymore?
I would kind of like that, especially if it brought out the elements of the shirt, because that shirt is very graphic. It's like an 80s style. Like the color. Maybe it's like pulling the colors from the shirt and going around her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Might be kind of interesting.
You could do something where you could do like an exploded view where like this is like much bigger, and then you like put lines.
Mm.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
I
That's
like
smart.
that.
I mean, anything you do in that direction, right, might add value, but also could decrease the authenticity. Same thing with the ad copy on it, right? That's the battle you're going into when you start doing these things that are intentionally like less authentic to what would be expected in some of these placements. So you have to like think about that.
But I think it's not about one or the other, and it's like doing both, like doing something inauthentic and something authentic as well.
Well, my point really, I hear what you're saying, but my point is actually going back a second, this plain image on its own earns authenticity points.
Yep.
Because it's something that maybe one of your friends would post, right? Period. Your friends would never post a photo like this with text on it and
Like
with the enhanced
Right.
thing. They're just not going to edit this, right? So this is just decreasing the authenticity, which to me is raising people's subconscious ad blockers to skip.
Yeah,
So
I don't think
that's
I
what
love
I'm
that.
talking about fighting.
I don't think I like the call out box of like making it bigger now that I look. It's
Okay.
just-
you could potentially do a carousel to show it up closer. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes like with apparel, it kind of sucks, but it's like Dabo works the best. Like just dynamic product ads. Like they just want to see the fucking
Yep.
shirt. Like,
Yep.
so I don't know. The most I do to this actual image is have a text overlay, if that. But I would definitely be split testing it alone.
Mhm.
Yep. I do think you need, like, if what's important here is this image, like find another shot that gets this in there, because this feels like it could be an ad for like a vacation or something,
Right.
and not the shirt.
Yeah. Right. Or travel. This could be such a great point. This could be like a travel to Washington, or visit.
Well, and
visit
the company itself is called Rainier Watch, so it's not like it says it's an apparel company. It's not clear from the brand.
Could be a
name.
watch brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I honestly, every time I see this, I think this is a watch brand.
Yeah.
They should make watches.
Maybe they should do that. Yeah.
And then
It'll
lastly,
be the Ridge wallet of watches.
you should always get a release from the model that you can use their stuff in ads so they don't extort you later on social media.
Yeah.
Just a little pro tip.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
Is
you
extortion
know.
is extortion bad? Are you guys anti-extortion? Because like, I just want to make sure, because I was planning on extorting you all for this show.
For what? What do you got on us, Barry? Huh?
Oh, I got some dirt. If you want to keep
Maybe
these,
on Jess,
these
not on me.
these Adtopsy episodes live, you're gonna have to pay up. Big time.
So we're at the hour. I guess Barry, I guess Connor's not
Connor's
here.
Thank you, Connor, for coming.
Thanks
for supplying the ads for us.
It was sweet and short, and that's why we love him. So, Barry, do you have anything to plug while we're here?
Sure, I'll plug a couple things. If you like anything I've said, follow me on Twitter at binghot, BINGHOTT. There's a link in my bio there if you want to learn more about me, which goes to like BHOTT.com, BHOT.com. You can check out some of my links, learn more about me, maybe buy my audit template. And then also I've started working with Ad Crate. So if you're interested in performance UGC creative based on a like pay per performance model, hit me up in the DMs and let's talk, because we're about to be taking over the performance UGC world. Oh, there's Alex. Alex is tuned in. Alex, my Ad Crate dude, the guy himself right there. We got to get him on an episode. Big shout out to Foxwell for tuning in here as well, who I just hung out with in his amazing event. Shout out Foxwell Founders, not sponsored, but shout out.
And Dara, for the 3 people watching on the Adtopsy side, where can they find you?
Find me at Dara Denney on YouTube. Everyone, I have been guilty of not subscribing to creators that I've watched in the past. And it actually really does help. It helps creators. It helps other people find creators they might like. So if you've been watching my channel, please subscribe, but also please subscribe to the Fire Team Adtopsy YouTube channel. Everyone always asks me, hey, where can we find more content like yours? Where can we find other people to follow that are giving out amazing like media buying and creative tips? And everyone on this show are people that I really look up to. So those small actions really help us out. And I appreciate you guys watching. I still see 21 people are watching us now on my channel. So
that's wild.
Amazing.
Ripping.
Okay, so that concludes Adtopsy. I do want to go into this final segment. This will be a recap where I guess. So I'll come in and be like, thanks for watching. You have a great episode. I'm going to cut this and put this in front of the actual upload. But I figure maybe Dara, you can do the quick recap on the segments. I'll tell you what they were. They were the Adtopsy challenge, the market share means sharing, and then the come create with me. And then
what do you want me to do?
Dara's like, I don't want to do that.
So I'm going to be like, we had a great episode. Dara, why don't you tell people like what they saw, and you're going to be like, so we did the Adtopsy challenge and it was super fun, yada, yada, yada. And then do those segments just kind of briefly.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Well, we tried to have Barry on last time and he sort of totally blew it.
Panicked.
I just need the notes.
Okay.
I just need, give me the notion.
The headlights.
I just need the notes and I'm good to go. Because I don't remember what sections we did.
I haven't got asked yet.
I
but
just
think I'll be
panic
pretty
wrote
riveting.
this. Look at my chicken scratch.
I'm literally like writing it in my iPad. Where to go? On my iPad, just in case I get called on this.
You're like taking notes.
God, I'm really the analog version of Barry Hot right now.
Yeah. No, it's probably better.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We have a great episode of Adtopsy coming up for you guys. You're going to love it. We have the ephemeral Connor MacDonald on the show. He's the CMO of Ridge. But we had so many fun segments. Dara, why don't you tell people what they're going to see here?
So we're going to be going over the Adtopsy challenge. We're actually going to be looking at 2 different ads that Connor supplied to us from Ridge, and the cast is going to decide which one is the top performer. If you are passionate about ad creative and you really want to see what type of ads are actually performing instead of just looking at ads library, this is something you're going to want to watch. We're also going to do the market share challenge, where we are going to look at Ridge Share's competitors' ads and frankly tear their creative apart and show why Ridge Wallet is the better choice. Then finally, we're also going to be doing a live ad creative edit from one of our followers that asked us to create an ad live for them. So I always get asked, hey, Dara, how can I create my own ads? Or sometimes the media bear is like, hey, I have to make a new ad for one of my clients. We're really putting our skills to the test here by doing it live. So that's something you're going to want to check out.
Wow. Great. And you're
not going to miss it. Good, Dara. That was good.
Perfect. All right.
The dog appreciated it too.
Wait, I'll do it. Wait. I'll say you are not going to want to miss this episode. Holy cow. Connor is here for a little bit of it.
Save it for next time, Barry. Okay. You'll get your shot.
Ditto.
Great.
Connor, thanks for joining us. It was